So I made a new notebook. Well, it's kind of the remake one that I've already got. It's the remake of the one that's already in the desktop. I know I've pulled one out before and made it as a standalone, but this time I wanted it to be done differently. So I've pulled out this notebook, made it as a standalone planner. It's not connected to the dates. It's just a planner all by itself. It looks very similar. We've got an extra row on the side. You know when you see in movies the crime scenes? I do this sort of thing a lot with my work and my home projects. I like to click on this and I like to make notes. And these can be very large notes. I use these all the time. But I'm working on a particular project and it was just too big to be able to fit into one of these. I needed something larger, so I decided to make it a lot bigger. I quadrupled it, 4 times the size. That's the same difference between 1080p and 4K-ish. The notes in here is something I rely on all the time. And I think this one is going to be used for when I have a particularly big project that I need to make a mental map of. I think this is something I'm going to rely on heavily. Before I move on, I should probably say this is not designed for printing. If you write something in here, you're not going to see it when you print it out. You're not even going to be able to see it when you fully zoom out. For that, you'll need something larger. This is not infinite canvas, and it's not infinite zoom. So there are still limitations in here, which are going to be super helpful when planning a big project. Because when I have used infinite canvas before, like with this app called Concepts, I love this app. If I'm to write on this, I can zoom out and I can zoom around. And I just honestly get lost. And this is a brilliant app. I absolutely love it. But it is something that I struggle to keep with knowing where things are. This has got limited space and a limited zoom. Now, if you were to print out in full size, this would be 200 centimeters by 150 centimeters, which is pretty large. That doesn't really translate in a digital space. This is also not standard 55. So the things you use from standard 55 will not copy across here neatly. It is, however, compatible with this. So if I was to go into my notes, zoom in, maybe draw a 4x4 grid, copy this, and paste it into this, you can see that it still does copy the sizing when zoomed in. So the first thing you'll know when you see this planner is the terrible name. I was in a bit of a time pressure. Now I know that most people will put some kind of image on here to make it a bit more personal. Most people will get a picture of something they like, stick it on here, and that makes their thumbnail. Scrolling on to the next page, we'll see there are 120 links here. We'll also see there's a start date and an info. I'm finding it really useful to put start dates on the notebooks that I'm using. Maybe a bit of information here. I can also list projects in these. I can put the title, a bit of information about it, and I can use these for tick boxes. So if a project has been finished, that way I can get a quick, easy visual search of the projects that have been completed. Maybe I can use a cross for ones that have been halted, or I can put in any other codes that I would like over here. If you click on one of these, it'll take you to that note page. The first thing you'll notice, aside from that horrendous lag, is this bar down the side. If you click on that bar, it'll take you back to the title page. And then click any of them, and it'll take you to another page. You can see down the bar that we've got the notes page. This is 107, and I'm going to put the titles in here as well. Might also put the date up here. I've left room for writing stuff. This is a very large planner. It's very slow. It's very laggy. I don't think it'll be something I'll be using all the time for my little projects. It'll be something I'll pull out. It'll be the big guns when I've got a big project. And I've already started using it, and it's been great. It is 122 pages, hyperlinked throughout, with a very big lag. The zooming's not too bad, but I am wondering how this will get on if I had an M3 iPad. So we're testing it on a 2018 iPad Pro. I don't think it's that bad. Okay, maybe it's quite bad. As it's an experimental one, I'm happy to release this for free. It is also a dotted notepad. I'm tempted to make one with squares. I also wonder whether a blank one, maybe lines, I don't know. This is available for free. Thanks for watching. Do us a favour, press a like.